Managing overtourism in Thailand, sustainable solutions for a growing crisis. Thailand is currently facing significant challenges due to overtourism. The World Travel and Tourism Council, WTTC, has recommended dispersing tourists to less visited areas and improving infrastructure to alleviate the pressure on overburdened destinations. Popular spots like Maya Bay, Pattaya, and Phuket are experiencing environmental damage and infrastructure strain due to the sheer number of visitors. Efforts to promote sustainable tourism, such as developing better transportation systems and showcasing lesser-known attractions, can help manage the influx of tourists. By focusing on improving visitor facilities in underexplored regions, Thailand can mitigate the effects of overtourism while spreading economic benefits more evenly. This issue is not unique to Thailand. Cities like Venice, Barcelona, and Kyoto have also faced overtourism, leading to environmental and cultural challenges. To combat these problems, measures such as entry limits, off-season travel promotion, and better management of visitor numbers are being considered globally. In Thailand, promoting authentic cultural experiences, supporting local artisans, and investing in eco-friendly accommodation options are key strategies to preserve the country's natural beauty and heritage. Additionally, Thailand is considering implementing a 300 baht tourist fee, which could help fund environmental conservation efforts and improve tourist management. As tourism continues to grow, it's essential to find a balance between economic benefits and sustainable development to protect both the environment and the quality of life for locals. In June, Thailand's tourism industry faced a significant setback according to the latest World Economic Forum (WEF) Travel and Tourism Development Index. The country dropped 11 spots, falling from 36th to 47th place, sparking concerns among industry experts who are now calling for swift investment and innovation to revitalize the sector. To manage overtourism in Thailand fairly for expats, tourists, and locals, several balanced approaches could be considered. Tourist quotas and seasonality control introduce limits on daily or seasonal visitor numbers to popular tourist spots, ensuring places aren't overcrowded. This could help preserve local environments and enhance the experience for tourists without burdening infrastructure. Sustainable tourism campaigns promote less visited destinations in Thailand to distribute tourist traffic. This encourages visitors to explore diverse regions while reducing strain on oversaturated areas like Bangkok, Phuket, and Chiang Mai. Fair fee structures implement tiered tourism fees that benefit local development, but keep the costs reasonable for expats and tourists. For example, a higher fee for luxury visitors or tourists staying at premium resorts while keeping public places affordable. Eco-friendly initiatives develop ecotourism and encourage travelers to engage in low-impact activities. Offering incentives to expats, tourists, and businesses that adopt sustainable practices could reduce environmental degradation. Investment in infrastructure, expand public transportation, roadways, and tourist facilities in underdeveloped areas. This would benefit both tourists and local residents, fostering development without overwhelming one region. Community-based tourism, CBT support tourism models where local communities directly benefit from tourism income. This can give Thai people more control over how tourism impacts their culture and environment. Educational campaigns raise awareness among tourists about respecting local customs, wildlife, and the environment. This helps mitigate the negative effects of overtourism and encourages responsible tourism. These actions can provide a balanced and fair approach to mitigating overtourism while benefiting expats, tourists, and Thai communities. Overtourism in Thailand has been a growing concern, especially in popular tourist destinations like Bangkok, Phuket, Chiang Mai, and the islands of Koh Samui and Koh Phi Phi. The following are key points about the issue. 1. Environmental impact. Coral reef damage. Popular beach destinations have seen severe coral reef degradation. Koh Phi Phi and Maya Bay, for instance, faced significant coral bleaching due to boat anchors, pollution, and snorkelers. Maya Bay was temporarily closed to allow the environment to recover. Waste management. Tourist hotspots face difficulties in managing the amount of waste produced, leading to pollution in oceans, forests, and cities. For instance, Phuket has faced challenges with plastic waste accumulation. Wildlife disturbance. In places like national parks and wildlife sanctuaries, overtourism has disturbed the habitats of local wildlife, with excessive noise, littering, and tourist interference affecting ecosystems. 2. Cultural impact. Loss of local culture. Popular tourist areas have become highly commercialized, leading to a loss of traditional culture. In some places, local customs and rituals are performed more for tourists rather than for the local community. Temple overcrowding. Temples such as Wat Phra Kaew and Wat Pho in Bangkok have seen extreme levels of crowding, which affects both the sanctity of these sites and the visitor experience. 3. Economic impacts. Dependence on tourism. Some regions in Thailand have become overly reliant on tourism. The economic shock from the COVID-19 pandemic revealed the vulnerabilities of these areas when tourists are absent. Inflation and gentrification. The influx of tourists has driven up the cost of living in certain areas, making it harder for locals to afford housing and daily expenses. 4. Government response. Tourism caps and entry fees. In response to overtourism, the Thai government has implemented measures such as limiting the number of visitors to certain locations and enforcing temporary closures for environmental rehabilitation. Maya Bay is an example where access was restricted to allow coral regeneration. Sustainability campaigns. Thailand's tourism board has been promoting more sustainable travel practices, encouraging eco-friendly accommodations, responsible wildlife tourism, and visits to lesser-known destinations. 5. Future strategies. Promoting lesser-known destinations. To ease the burden on popular destinations, the Thai government is pushing for tourists to explore secondary cities and lesser-known attractions. 300 baht tourist fee. A proposed 300 baht fee on international tourists is being considered as a way to fund environmental and cultural conservation efforts. The money raised would go towards preserving tourist areas and managing the effects of overtourism. Despite reporting a modest 1.5% growth in the first quarter of 2024, the WEF ranking has been a blow to the Thai government. The report, which evaluates countries on factors like sustainability, socio-economic impact, and environmental conditions, assesses 5 pillars: business environment, safety and security, health and hygiene, human resources and labor market, and ICT readiness. Industry leaders are now urging immediate action to address these issues. Sandy Lee, General Manager of Intercontinental Khao Yari Resort, pointed out the need for infrastructure improvements, especially in less touristed areas. The government should prioritize upgrading transportation systems, including airports, roads, and public transit, to make destinations more accessible. Regions like Khao Yari, which offer stunning beauty but are underdeveloped, could greatly benefit. Lee also stressed that completing new highways or introducing high-speed rail services would enhance access to remote areas. Sukamal Mondal, Area General Manager for Omori Bangkok and Sharma Properties Bangkok, emphasized that the ranking decline is a critical moment for Thailand's tourism. It's a wake-up call for us to collaborate and innovate in order to regain our standing, Mondal said. Infrastructure and funding needs. Mondal highlighted the importance of allocating more resources to address fundamental problems, including transportation and accommodation updates. He also called for stronger public-private partnerships to tackle the challenges facing the sector. Anne Arrowsmith, General Manager at 137 Pillars House Chiang Mai, stressed the need for a strategic approach to regional tourism, especially in regard to increasing international flights. While Chiang Mai has seen an increase in hotel capacity, inbound flights have not yet returned to pre-COVID levels, she noted. Arrowsmith suggested that hosting major international events could boost Thailand's global profile. Large sporting events, for example, have significantly benefited countries like Singapore and Saudi Arabia. In the wake of recent severe floods affecting 27 provinces, including key northern and central areas like Chiang Rai, the Tourism Authority of Thailand, TAT, has announced plans for post-flood tourism campaigns. With flights to Mae Fah Luang Chiang Rai Airport cancelled, TAT Governor Thapani Kyat-Fable emphasized that most major tourist destinations remain unaffected. The TAT plans to assess the impact on local businesses, classifying them based on readiness to reopen. Thapani anticipates only a small number of permanent closures. TAT has begun preparations for post-flood recovery efforts, including promotions and discounts for travel to northern provinces. Social media influencers will be invited to visit previously flooded areas to help rebuild tourism confidence. A planned influencer tour to Chiang Rai is set for early October to promote a trail running event in Mae Salong in November. Similar activities will be organized in Nan and Phrae. In addition, TAT is hosting tourism festivals in 5 provinces under the Phu Charm of Thai initiative, aiming to attract 147,000 visitors and generate 800 million baht, $24 million. As the newly appointed Tourism and Sports Minister, Sorawong Thong, takes office on September 16, discussions are underway on ways to boost high-season traffic. Tourism remains a priority for the government, which has listed it among its top 10 urgent policies. Thapani stressed the importance of continuing the Ignite Tourism Thailand initiative launched by former Prime Minister Sretha Thavisin. While domestic tourism is expected to surpass 200 million trips this year, Thapani warned that reaching the revenue target of 1 trillion baht, $30 billion, may require additional stimulus, especially in light of challenges like the floods and low spending levels. Overtourism in Thailand is a growing concern, and it's clear that sustainable solutions are needed. But what do you think? Should Thailand implement the 300 baht tourist fee, or are there better alternatives to manage the influx of visitors? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video informative, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future updates about Thailand and sustainable tourism.